Here is a plate demo, and you see 3 lumps of clay, 4.5 pounds, 3.5 pounds, and this one is the start, which is 2.5 pounds. So this centering is pretty standard in the way that I do it. On a dry wheel, you smack all the bumps out as much as possible, and make the bottom rounded and connected to the wheel. This is going to be pretty helpful. The traditional way of centering the clay is to squeeze it up into a taller shape and then compress it back down into a roundish shape. And there's a lot of nice arguments for doing it this way. And in other videos I give a little bit more detail about how you might go about it. This is probably an easier amount of clay to center for many people at 2.5 pounds. So in the series of videos I'm going to be showing how much bigger 1 additional pound gets. This has 2.5, there's going to be another one at 3.5, and another one at 4.5. And so I'm just about finished centering here, and I wanted to show you that this bottom edge here is what's going to expand out. And the way I make plates is to make a large disc with a little bit thick clay at the edge, and then that edge becomes the height of the plate so that your food doesn't fall off. And you are going to be careful when you try this. The side of the hand is going to be what you're pressing down with, and the outer knuckle there lines up with the center, and you see the flat, fleshy part of my hand squishing out. And so you're going to come with a force directly from the ceiling, pressing downward. The left hand, which you can't see in the way here, because the right hand is in the way, is keeping that edge from going outward too quickly. Now there's a couple ways to continue to flatten the thing. Here we have a sideways thumb move, and I'm pulling it more or less toward me, a little bit off to the left. And you can see that the dent left in the clay when you're doing it is pretty shallow. It's moving the clay out pretty gradually. Problems in the beginning is when you try and make it thin out too abruptly. Here's another way of squeezing the clay thinner through the floor, and that's using your fingerprints in a sideways move in another direction. This is basically identical to what you're going to be doing when you compress the clay. Another technique on plates is to refine the shape with some kind of rigid rib. Here you see the wooden rib, and I flipped it over so that the point wasn't approaching the edge. That made me nervous. And so when you compress it in this way, you improve the shape. And I like doing it before there's any walls. I'm probably going to do it again, even after there's walls. So here's how I make the edges. You can see that I've left the edge a little bit thicker. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my fingers underneath the edge. Oh, I forgot. I want to measure it. So I'm going to measure it first, the disc. I don't necessarily need to know how big it is, but if you're doing multiples, this is a good place to know where the measurement is. And so I just made a mark on the ruler. So the fingers on the outside are right at the wheelhead and staying at the wheelhead and directly going inward toward the center. The inside hand there is keeping the plate from getting too wobbly. And so you see this shape, you could like this plate. It's already a plate. You could be done here, but I'm gonna continue and make it a little bit different. So once that edge builds up a little bit, now you have 2 sides of the wall that you can get to, and that edge of the wall throws just like you would throw anything else. And so you see here a really gradual movement upward, using slip as lubrication on the outside, and the wheel is not going too fast. You may find that you want to go a little bit slower. Remember that you're going to have to go pretty gradually up toward the rim, because this is a great deal of perimeter going around than it was before. So here you see the red flexible rib. I'm going back to the floor, and now that there's a wall, I kind of know a little bit more about what I want the floor to do. And here you see a really gradual stretching out. The plate gets, well, a good 1.5 inches wider in diameter. But because it's a clean curve, because it's a very bump-free curve, you can stretch it out a fair amount and take the shape. I'm in the mood to make these really curved, taut shapes lately, so that's why these plates are coming out that way. The new measurement is a little bit further out than that original disc. If you can see the ruler, you see that there's the two marks are about, I don't know, a centimeter apart. And so another thing that gives people problems in the beginning with plates is actually running the wire underneath safely. And so here's a tip. You're going to run the wire underneath anyway. But the tip here is that you hold the wire taut underneath the far part for 1 inch or so. Let it go around a couple times and then pull it through the center. It's the edge that tends to catch the wire and push it upward into your plate. Well, that's that.